Hello and welcome to Dad Doesn't Have Time for This, the show where we review things quickly and compare them to everything else in existence. Today, I'm going to talk about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, because it is an excellent movie, and it is destroying the box office. Looks like it's probably going to be number one in the box office for this weekend, and you know what? It deserves it, because it's the 127th best movie of all time, and I'm going to tell you why. So, for those of you who don't know, Demon Slayer is a story of a boy whose family is murdered by demons. His sister gets turned into a demon, and then he tries to save her, and much shonen action ensues. And one of the things that sets Demon Slayer apart from most other shonen anime is that while it has the standard the hero gets stronger and he fights the bad guys and the bad guys die, and it's sort of a power fantasy, Demon Slayer has the extra pizzazz, if you will, of it takes the time to explain where the villains come from, like who they were before they turned into demons. Some of them willingly, some of them unwillingly. And it really makes you see the pain and the suffering that these people went through and what made them such strong demons in the first place. Because the stronger you are as a person, the stronger you are as a demon, and it carries through. And this fact is really what makes Demon Slayer stand apart from all the other battle shonen anime out there. And it's gorgeously animated. It's some of the best animation of the last decade. It always looks spot on. It's excellent. I can understand why some people aren't as into it. I saw some early reviews and some of them were saying like, oh, there's too many flashbacks interrupting the action. Because if I were to explain this movie to someone who isn't into Demon Slayer, I'd say it's like a samurai John Wick movie where before John Wick kills anyone, you get the flashbacks of their life. So it really does, like, while the action's very fast-paced, there is a lot of interspersed flashbacks and backstory. And if you're looking for something that's just nonstop boom, 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 this is not it, because it systematically builds up the villains as the fight escalates. It'd be like if instead of having like filler episodes of Goku screaming when he was fighting Frieza, what if they had flashbacks of Frieza as a kid getting picked on and his dad torturing him and explaining why he was such an evil, malevolent supervillain, and it actually makes you feel bad for him. That's kind of how it's paced. And for those of you who can appreciate a little bit more character development and backstory, it really fleshes it out. It's really what makes Demon Slayer special. Now, I do have to warn you, this is part one of a 3-part movie trilogy that's going to wrap up the Demon Slayer anime. As a result, the previous season ended on a major cliffhanger, which was picked up by this movie, which then ends on a major cliffhanger. And the next movie is going to end on a major cliffhanger. And then the third movie is going to wrap it all up. So there is that, which is a little annoying because it's probably going to be 4 years before we get the conclusion of this thing. So I'm guessing it's going to be 2 years before the next one, then 2 years before the one after that, because even if they rush these things, if they're maintaining quality, which I have no reason to believe they won't, there's no way they're getting these done in anything less than 2 years a pop, because these weren't all done at the same time like some things are. So as a result of all this, we've probably got another 4 years until we're going to see the end of Demon Slayer. But that's okay, because it's been an excellent ride, and if you really can't wait, you can go read the manga. So I'd say, for those of you who also care about Demon Slayer lore, spoilers, they do take out Upper 6 and Upper 3, thereby avenging the death of the Fire Hogaku, and also, what's his name? Lightning Boy. We get Lightning Boy's backstory and what motivated him to and drove him, and him and Upper 6 have a very close relationship, and I thought that was handled very well, and it was nice to see him take out an upper-ranked demon by himself, considering how much of a bumbling fool he's been most of the show. That's his appeal, but at the same time, he's always had this dark streak sort of hidden under the surface, and it's nice to see what caused that, why he's the way he is, and resolution, because I sense he is probably mostly done for the rest of the trilogy. He's fine, but he's probably not going to be fighting much for the rest of the trilogy. I don't know how they're going to get Tanjiro back up on his feet after what happened in this movie. So that'll be interesting to see. But regardless of how it pans out, it was an excellent movie, and I liked it quite a bit. And let's hope it breaks. There's a good chance this movie might make $100 million in the US at the rate it's going, and that is bonkers for an anime. Like, even if it has a 50% drop next weekend over this weekend, I think it breaks 100 million, which is phenomenal for an anime in the US. So, shout out to Demon Slayer. It was excellent. You all have a great day. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.